Hello, hello, hello. So I want to take a look at the Reaper of Pantheon. This was an interesting looking gun that came up. It's about 32 megabytes, ported by Nomadic Reaper. Here, now we can see a good picture. Those make it look good. That looks pretty good. So I thought it'd be interesting to see this. Now this is created by VigVam33. Unfortunately, this description really is very lacking. The only thing it tells you of any real value is that you can make this on the chemistry station. And that's unfortunate because they make it sound like they really need to give you a bunch of information, but then they don't. So kind of makes me wonder if you really need that information. I'm just saying if, you know, and that's okay. That's okay. There's a lot more. There's a lot more description that they could put here if they wanted to. They just don't want to, and that's fine. But don't talk like you want to and you can't because you're just not even trying. You know, that's my only thing. Okay. I'm sorry, but you make it sound like you need to put a bunch more information in here and you don't. And that's fine. But it makes me wonder if it's really necessary anyway. Okay, I'm getting kind of off topic. Let's hop into the game and let's go check this gun out. I think this gun is going to be good. I think this is going to be a good mod. I'm just being picky on the description because they don't really give you much information to go on here, but I will give them credit for one thing, and this is most important. You've told us right off the bat we can craft the weapon and the ammo on the chem station. Thank you so very much. That is the single most important piece of information. So with that, I will shut up. We will hop into the game. I'll see you there in a minute. All right, we're here on Jenny. We're looking at the chem station. Let's hop on. Ta-da! Reaper of Pantheon right on top. Thank you so much. That is very good. I know sometimes I can be a pain, but hey, give credit where credit is due. I'm going to make 3 of these for now. I don't know how much we're going to be able to mod them, but it made it sound like there were a lot of modifications. Might do 4. And then it says smart missiles. I have no idea about this smart missiles thing. Now notice that there are requirements to make. You have to have at least 1 science to make the Reaper, and you have to have 2 gun nut and 2 science. And if you're a guy, you hope you have 2 nuts, right? Ha, 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 ha. Okay, moving on. We're going to make some smart missiles. I don't know how many this makes. It doesn't say. It's not really telling me how many missiles it makes. No? No count? No, it just says it's removing stuff. It doesn't tell me how many missiles it makes. So I don't know how many smart missiles I've made. Have I made millions, thousands? Let's hop out and take a look. Oh, now it says it added 6. Maybe I'm going too fast for it. Let's just look at my inventory. That's probably the easiest way to go. Weapons, ammo. Smart missiles. Smart missiles as opposed to dumb missiles. 84, that just does not sound like enough. No. We're going to go, hold on. We want to have some fun, and that means blowing up some stuff, and that means we need to make more missiles. I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm going to cheat. That's always the easy way. We're going to make a lot of missiles. This is far more than we will need, but it will be so much more fun this way. Whoa, I don't know what that big egg was. Hold on, there we go. All right, so let's store those. Boom, now we have over 16,000 smart missiles. Now we're talking. Let me look at the guns real fast. Guns and ammo, we want to see the guns. All right, so we got the Reaper Athena mod, okay. Let's take a look at this. Okay, this must just be the base weapon, which I'm fine with that. I'm not complaining. We'll try to keep one of those, and we'll try to mess with the others, and if I have to, I'll make more. Hard hats are required. Don't forget. All right, so let's roll down to the Reaper. Don't fear the Reaper. I've got that song in my head now, and I can't sing it. YouTube will get me, but it's funny. Well, actually, I probably could sing it. I wouldn't be able to carry a tune. Oh, what mod do we want? Let's go with the Mark II mod first. No front modules? What do we want here? What does that look like? Is that making a significant difference? Ballistic computer? You know what? We're going to try the green laser pointer. We'll try something else with the others. We'll just give it a whirl. Without a sight? What kind of sights do we have? We have... I don't know if I want a full scope. Let's do a reflex sight. No legendary modules? Come on. Damage while aiming. Resilient. Oh, you know what? Let me check something. Warfighter. Oh, these are... Oh, I don't have a junk paintbrush, so I'm not going to be able to do any of these. That's too bad. That's kind of an odd requirement, a junk paintbrush. Let me go see if I can find one real fast. I'll be right back. Alright, so I made us a ton of paintbrushes, and I'm going to come down here, and we're going to finish working on this Athena mod Mark II. I double-checked my mods to make sure I wasn't doing anything that would interfere with this mod. So this is this mod. This is what we're seeing. So on this one, no legendary modules, but we're going to choose something. I don't know what's best. All of these look pretty fun. Time slows down. Improve VATS. That's not bad. You know how I am with VATS. Chance to stagger on hit. Penetrating. Okay. I'll leave that alone. We'll leave that for the football talk. I was going to... You know how it is with penetration, you know, but anyway, we'll ignore that for the moment. Okay, so let's do something that we can actually see. Let's do staggering. That's something we can see. The lower rail, do we want a blade? I'm going to save that for one of the others. I'm not going to increases melee damage. It doesn't really help anything else. I'm going to leave it off. Glow red. Do I care if it glows red? Or some other color. Oh, let's go blue. Blue is so pretty. I like blue. We're just doing this to suit me, right? This is all about me. It's all about me, man. Let's see. Since we're doing Mark II, should we make this Mark II? I can't tell the difference myself. No, let's leave this one as a Mark I, even though we're doing Mark II. Okay, now here's our choices. We can do Ashen City. Now we can leave it the way it is. We can leave it the way it looks, which is fine. That looks fine. But I think it might be fun to give it something fun like that. I think that's a cool look. We'll try some of the other looks. So that's the Mark II. Okay, now these are going to be delineated by those names, like Mark II. So here we're going to go with the Ares mod. Is that going to show up? Let me pop out here. Yeah, so it's going to say Reaper Ares mod. Great. Okay, so we're going to go with the Ares mod. Let's go red laser pointer. Yeah. Wait, hold on a minute. Better hip fire. Increased range, rate of fire. Oh, I don't know. Let's just go... Let's go with the red laser pointer. It's fine. Without a sight? No, we want a sight. Give us the hollow. Do we want the hollow sight? Let's try the hollow sight. We'll do a scope on the last one. Legendary. Let's see. I want to do one of the good ones. Let's see. What does Stalker do? Increases VATS accuracy, but costs... That makes no sense to me. Let's do the VATS interface on this one, and I'll try to remember to use VATS for it. I may not, but yeah, we'll do what we can do. I'm going to put the blade on the last one. The last one will be all out craziness. Let's see. Do we want to do green, red, or violet? Let's do green. I don't know why it matters what it glows, but let's just do it. Okay, so this one's going to be Mark II. I don't know why that makes a difference. I can't tell a difference. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so we did what we do. Bound by Flame, Celestial, not really my type. It looks cool. It does. It's just not my type of thing. Duster. If I just want it to look brown and muddy, no. Furious. Why is that Furious? I guess well, I don't know. Gravewalker. Let's see what our other options are. We have Warfighter, which is fine. Silverhand, you're breathtaking. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's funny. Okay, we'll save that. Shadowkeeper, not bad. Runner. Oh, the Runner's cool. Guardian is cool. Okay, so all of these look pretty good. I'm going to go with Guardian on this one. There we go. Okay, so that's the Ares mod. We got one more mod. So it's going to be it's low damage, wretched fire control, lockout targets, missiles, auto-targeting. Now notice the gun nut and the science you need for this. You got to have 3 nuts and 4 science. I'm sorry, this is one of those days. This is just one of those days. So we're going to do tracks targets, poor fire control, and reload time. Why? Why would it be so bad? Come on, man. Tracks targets. Oh, let's just go with the mark tracker. We're going to go with the mark tracker. Without a sight, we're going to scope. We're going to scope in on these people. Legendary. What are we going to do? We're going to be Deadeye. Legendary. We will kill them all. We're going to have the blade. We're going to be Mr. Super Vicious. We're going to do Violet, just because I don't see the point in doing white. Whatever. Anyway, I'm just telling you, I don't see the point in it. So we're going to go down here to 4. You have to have 4 nuts. Gun nut 4 for this. And Warfighter, we're not going to do Warfighter. We're going to do something else. What? Oh, we're going to do your breathtaking Silverhand. There we go, just for fun. Just to be silly. Now, is that everything? Yeah. Okay, so this is the very base gun, and we kept it looking the same. I'm not going to change it. It does 144 damage, and it uses 44 caliber. The Mark II uses 44 caliber. It does 144 damage, so not a lot of difference there. What's going to be our difference? We'll find out. And then Ares does 228. It uses the EC cartridges. You see that? And then this uses the missiles. So the missiles is going to be fun. Kind of crazy, but fun. This might be a new gun that we use in a future playthrough. I don't know. It looks ridiculous, but I don't know. I like ridiculous. That's fine. So, you know what? I will see you in Diamond City in a minute. Alright, so we're here in Diamond City. We're going to come down. We're going to use the very first weapon, which she has equipped. And we'll pull that out. Now let's go first person so you can see it. I like her stance. Do you see the stance they give her? It's cool. Anyway, we're going to go up here and kill these guys first just because they bug me. Okay, so this was probably not the best idea, but it did work. It's a pretty good gun, 44 caliber. But it does not do as much damage as we probably would like. I have the game on a pretty hard setting. I have it on like very hard, so. So anyway, it's a slow to fire, strong weapon, I guess. I don't know. Am I really hitting this guy that hard? That hurt him. That hurt him. It doesn't quite fire as fast as you would like if you're me. I like to be able to pop off shots really quickly, and this is a little slow, so you're doing like the Dirty Harry thing where you really have to take your time and aim and fire. Hold on a second, let's heal her up. She's taking a lot of damage. And the pastor is not taking that much damage, even though I could swore I hit him. Of course, we know I'm not the best aim. Oh, Mo! You're being mean to me, Mo. It's a slow loader, too. That's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just the way the gun is. So I'm not sure how practical this would be from the standpoint of, like, do I want to be chasing everybody around this much? And you know what, I'm used to an overpowered weapon anymore. I guess that's probably what my problem is. You'll notice Jenny is like overpowered. She can stand here and take all this damage. If we were on John, he would be dead already. But we hit Sheffield and he's about half dead. But I really think a 44 should have killed him quicker than that. But whatever. Oh, John! You can't be here. Alright, so anyway, this is a good weapon. You know, you get 6 shots. And it does good damage. I'm playing on very hard, okay? I'm not doing survival, but I am doing very hard, so it's, you know, it's a little harder to kill somebody this way. I'm not complaining. That's part of the game. That just should... Oh, I have... one of my perks gave me some extra ammo, which is nice. But if you're careful, if you take your time and aim, see, you can kill somebody. It takes a few shots. If you go too fast, like I did there, I didn't really get the dock until that last shot there. There's our Arturo. Come on, Arturo. You know you want it. There you go. One more. Oh, Arturo's down. I feel sad now. All right. Let's switch it up, and let's try the other weapons. I think the other versions of this weapon you'll probably like better, okay? Not that this can't be fun. I'm not saying that. It's just... This is maybe in the beginning of the game when everybody's low level. You got to remember Jenny is like level 50 something. Let me look and see what she is. I forget what level she is. She is, does this tell me, level 55. So she's level 55. So it's a bit ridiculous at this level. And this is the base gun. You wouldn't have this gun at this point in the game. You would have one of the souped up versions. So, alright. Be back in a minute. Alright, so we're going to be looking at the Mark II version, which I think is that supposed to be the laser pointer? I think that's supposed to be the laser pointer. And it looks cool. It really doesn't do much more damage though, so I'm not sure what our result is going to be. I'm going to go first person here. And I guess the laser pointer is okay. This one has stagger on it, so that might be better than what we looked at previously. The fact that it has stagger on it. But it's not going to have, like... Oh, I'm getting beat. Oh, somebody's behind me. Anyway. Yeah, the stagger does help, because if they get up in your face, it pushes them back. So that's not a bad thing. You still only get 6 rounds. And John is pretty brave this time, isn't he? Wow. Pretty brave. I would say that the green laser kind of helps, but it doesn't really. I don't think that helps very much. That's just me. Okay, this is pretty much the same as the first version. It's really not any more powerful. It looks cooler, I mean, so I guess you can do some stuff like that, but... And see, it doesn't always stagger them, but sometimes it does. Like, that was good. That staggered him and knocked him back for me. So that helps. I better watch out. Jenny will die. Even she cannot stand here forever. Oh, she moved on me. Shoot her, Jenny. There we go. There we go. That staggered her and took her down. Who else is here? Oh, the pastor is here. I'm sorry, dude. We must kill you. Oh, wait. He's still alive. I feel so unholy killing him. That's just wrong. Oh, Sheffield. No soda for you. Oh, Myrna. I'm sorry, Myrna. Now you can, of course, zoom in and use the little thing there. I don't know. I can't really tell that. For this gun, that helps a little bit, the aiming like that. But I can't see that much difference. Oh. Look at this. My goodness. People are just laying dead everywhere. Where's Arturo? Well, it doesn't matter. So this gun isn't, except for in appearance, it isn't significantly different from the first one. Let's go ahead and switch over to one of the other two versions. I think we'll have more fun with it. I'll be right back. Alright, so now we're going to do the Reaper Ares mod, again with the laser pointer, but this one should do more damage. And it uses the EC cartridges, you know, the 2mm EC. It still only gives you 6 shots, which I think is too bad. I don't think that's going to be a sufficient upgrade for me. But it does do some damage. Where's he at? There. It does do more damage. It still fires slow. Yeah, it still fires slow, and it doesn't do that much damage. What's the reload look like? The reload is slow, too. But it does do more damage, so that is better. Instead of taking 3 or 4 hits, 2 hits is usually enough. He says, and then takes 3 shots to kill somebody. Well, it only took 2 for him. Maybe it depends on how much armor they have. Oh, the robot is shooting me. And take him out. So, okay, did we do any... I didn't do any special sights on this one. I don't know if I just forgot or if I just did whatever. But, again, I don't know. I like the idea of this, I think. But I don't necessarily like the execution because it's so slow to fire. And it just feels like you're firing a big gun. You take 1 shot and then you really have to wait. Because of the recoil, you really have to almost re-aim. Oh, Sheffield got away. He's still getting away. I'm just not very good, am I? There we go. Anyway, yeah, for all that this fires a different kind of shot, it doesn't really feel significantly different. It still feels like you're firing the big 44 mag. This does a little more damage, but not that much more damage. So, let's switch over to that last one. I think the last one with the missiles will be the most fun. So we're going to switch it over. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we're looking at the Reaper Hefeist mod. And that's how I'm going to say it. I don't care if it's supposed to be Hefes or Hefaz or whatever. Anyway, it's still the Reaper gun. We just put more stuff on this and it has missiles. So let's go try it out. Be prepared for me to die. Hold on a second. Because sometimes I do stuff like this and I kill myself. Because missiles are much more damaging than regular bullets. Okay, here we go. Well, it seems like it still requires you to hit them, though. Well, maybe not. Maybe just shooting in the general area would do the job. How many shots? You still get 6 shots. I was a little worried if I hit him like right in front of me, it would hurt me, but it really didn't. So, hey, the eye is running. Okay, this doesn't do a lot of damage. I had thought this would do a lot more damage. This is really... It's okay, but for a missile weapon, I guess I'm expecting more. And it's not really tracking. Maybe it's like this that it tracks. Oh, that didn't even kill him. There we go. Let's find somebody else. Let's see if we can track somebody. Well, it hit back there, but I can't tell that it actually killed him. Is somebody on me here? Let's see. Okay. Alright, Doc. And the recoil is still ridiculous. Let's see. Who's down here? Oh, there he goes. The pastor. I can't even tell if we hit him. Nelson, hold on. Okay, we hit him. And we hit... Okay, so you can hit them. If you zoom in, it will track them and hit them. Did I even get him? I guess so. Okay. But it's still not that great. But like there, I shot the dock, and that's good. It hit him. But I mean... I don't know. This isn't really... I don't know. Am I expecting too much? Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe that's my problem. See, that still didn't kill him. And he gets a chance to use a stim pack. There's poor Nelson. I'm sorry, Nelson. You were just collateral damage, man. Oh, there's the dock. Oh, I missed him. Oh, we got him. So if you zoom in like this, it will track for you, which is good. There we go. See, it will hit them. You can track in and hit them. Like there. Poor Nelson. Sorry, dude. And it does appear to slow time. You know what? You just have to check this out and see what you think of it. For me, I don't know. I want more craziness. I'm my own type of problem, I guess. So it is a cool looking weapon. And I think if I combine this up with another mod, I would probably enjoy it more, actually. Oh, I was shooting at him and I missed him. You really have to have the cursor on him for it to track and hit him. Percy! You can't get away, Percy. The missile was coming for you. Nonetheless, it is what it is. It's a good mod. It's just going to be, is this your type of thing or not? And it's just not mine, that's all. It's not a big deal. It still does the job, I mean, really. You'll notice I've laid waste to the entire town, so, I mean... Alright, let's hop out and look at the mod again. Alright, so we've been looking at the Reaper of Pantheon. About 32 megabytes. This is really a very good gun. It's good fun. Now, the thing about it is, here's the way it's made. It always feels like you're firing a big 44 Magnum all the time, like you're Dirty Harry. And you get off a shot, and then you have to kind of deal with that recoil, and then you can shoot again. So you have to be very paced and patient about how you're shooting. That's why I can keep making that comparison to Dirty Harry. If you go back and watch the original, especially the original Dirty Harry movie, he had to be, he had to be paced and patient the way he shot because it has a big recoil. It's a tough gun. And you only get 6 shots no matter what you're using. So just be aware of that. The missile gives you at least a little more opportunity to do splash damage. So you might prefer that, but you're going to have the higher perks to actually make use of that. So the gun always feels good. It always has that Dirty Harry feel. That's just not necessarily what I want in my game. But I do understand the appeal of that. It really has that good feel. I believe the mod works and is very good the way it is. Also, I don't think they really needed all that much description on these different barrels and ammo and stuff. I don't see that we really needed that much description. So I think the description made it sound like we needed more information, and I was kind of picking at them for not providing it. But actually, no, I don't think we needed more information. I think it was pretty much right there. And I appreciate the fact they said you can craft it at the chem station, which is perfect. And like I said, I think the mod is great, works as designed, everything like that. Maybe not my type of thing, but still good fun. Okay? All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later. So I want to acknowledge these people who donate to the channel, who support the channel. They put their money where their mouth is, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you to these folks. And thank you to everyone for watching and supporting the channel. This has been an OwwThatSmarts production.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.